It may surprise a few of you here, but I am not a lifelong Episcopalian. In fact, I was only baptized 3 years ago. I am new to a life of service in this or any parish, so I will try to paint a portrait of St. Anne's itself, however incomplete it might be. What called to me about this parish, first, was its welcoming and far-reaching arms. Here was a place to belong. Here was a place to walk and love for each other and the greater community that we serve. There are so many stewards of God in this parish, performing Christ's visible and invisible work everywhere I turn. I desperately wanted to be part of this great procession, but I had no idea where to begin. The easiest place to start proved the Acolyte ministry. A clearly defined and very visible role, I wrongly assumed it to be a stepping stone to the more important ministries. I kept waiting for the opportunity to do something with more impact on the life of St. Anne's. But the longer I served, the more I realized my gross error. Every head bowed before the lifted cross, every pair of knees bent at the rail, even in stiffness, every expectant and grateful face turned up towards mine at the altar told a different story. Christ said, "Just as you do to one of the least of those who are members of my family, you do to me." I would like to add that the least actions of our parish family are treasured, both by our church and by our model, Christ. Brothers and sisters, I urge you to avoid my mistake and see the possibility of stewardship under your very feet. You have so many gifts, and giving them humbly and joyfully will never diminish their light. A glance at your hymnal, prayer book, kneeler, and indeed everywhere around you will show that this building and this parish are continually cradled by acts of generosity, large and small. And we, many members of Christ's body, need not carry the whole yoke. Our task is to keep the torch aloft and the bread and wine on the table, and always seek to further help others. Not because our ministry is not yet enough or important enough, but because we are always walking in love. Thank you.